Hey guys, today in Bird Review, we're looking at. Oh, can we say this on YouTube without getting demonetized? Oh, we're not monetized? Okay. The Adian cock on the rock gets a 10 on the name alone. I would love to know what jungle plants Sir Hammerlock was tripping balls on when he named this. Also, the cock on the rock was my favorite Borderlands antagonist. Handsome who? Children of the Vault? More like orphans of the Vault. Got him. So the reason this bird is called Adian cock on the rock is quite simple, okay? Because this gutter snipe, when you're playing Apex, is the a-hole on the high ground shooting the triple take at you when you're fighting another squad. Hence the title, Cock on the Rock. Now the Pokemon that looks like the Adian cock on the rock is an orange Kakuna. I don't know, man. I'm trying. But luckily, I found a movie featuring the Adian cock on the rock, which is George Sanderson from Monsters Inc. What a Chad. Anyway, I have fellow bird connoisseur, my friend, the Goblin King, to help me with this bird review.
Well,
How is it going?
well, when you told me you were going to be doing a review of Cock on the Rock, I had something completely different in mind, but it's going pretty good.
Well, we know all the different bird species with the surname cock on the rock, but I figured this one would be very interesting.
Well, I didn't know you were talking about birds, first of all.
Anyway, I have some images of birds that I find very interesting and I think we should talk about. First one is this one's called Friday the 13th bird. This one appeared in Friday the 13th and is an actor. These birds are actually quite good actors despite their appearance. Now, what do you think of these birds' acting prowess?
Um, is that a horn?
It does look like that, but it is actually tufts of fur.
Wait, and that's his beak, right? Why is his beak completely the opposite side of the? Why is his eyes the complete opposite side of the beak?
Isn't Mother Nature beautiful?
No.
But yeah, so far through this bird, it seems quite healthy, and the colors are drabbed a bit. We're gonna look at another images that intensifies it. So we're gonna look at this image labeled "Pay for Your Sins." Now, this bird reminds me of an enemy from Monster Hunter World. It kind of reminds me of an orange chicken from Panda Express, and I think they do this because it's a camouflage technique. Because the predator's hungry, they see the bird, they're like, "I orange chicken," but I'm gonna be honest, I'm feeling like the broccoli beef. And the other reason is you might think, well, it's still chicken. Predators love that, and it's like, yeah, but if the orange chicken is just more spicy chicken, predator doesn't like chicken. Every meat besides beef and fish tastes like chicken, so they eat something else.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
It was a very interesting because I wrote a paper about the correlation between orange chickens and Indian cock and rock in college when I was getting my degree in virology. Any opinions on this image or the research involving orange chicken and camouflage?
So, I'm guessing these aren't native to Asia, or they would probably be extinct.
Yes, I believe they're native to either Peru or Hell. I think it's the fifth ring of Hell, but they're about the same GDP, climate. Okay, so our next image we have here is bird. As you can see, this bird right here is doing its screech attack to lower its enemy's defense harshly. Now, it's a defense mechanism to scare people away. Now, what do you think about how this bird defends himself? Because I know you also know of other ways this bird defends itself.
Well, it looks like it's defending his favorite K-pop stan. Not gonna lie.
Yes, I heard they're big Jungkook fans. Now, I'm not a fan of his cooking myself, but I'm not too much into Korean cuisine.
No.
It's very interesting how open its mouth can go.
Yes.
Okay, so before we move on to the last images, you might notice that my how I name these images is quite weird and interesting, and that's because it might seem a bit weird, but once you take a class on birdology, it clears up so much. Each
Bird mean?
bird murder. Let's pull up bird murder. So this bird is a murderer and registered sex offender. Due to their appearance, they're bullied a lot, so they turn to drugs and crime. It's very sad and tragic. And I wanted to discuss with you, how can we alleviate this problem?
Well, we could. So first, I think getting your getting your shredder out. It could be a paper shredder, it could be a big or small one, doesn't matter. Shove it in there and turn it on.
Yes, I do believe that they have shredders in level 5 of hell. And yeah, like if this bird wants to be put out of its misery, there's plenty of these around. You can shred a couple. Now I don't know, don't go on genocide, okay? Because like it's a bird still, but sometimes you just have to execute via shredding. Even though I think this one was executed via electrocution. That's why it's so bright in this photo, and that's when the first spark went through the body. Sad fate, but when the bird has killed, there's no coming back from that.
No.
Okay, well, I feel like this was a very good bird review. We had very in-depth discussions. Almost, actually, before I end the video, I want to talk to you about my Pokemon and movie reference for the bird, because every bird review episode I try to find a Pokemon that's similar and a movie character that's similar. And Orange Kakuna, I know it's kind of a controversial pick in the bird review community. Many people say, no, it doesn't count as a bird. Many people do. But it's because how different its biology is from the base Kakuna and how it doesn't become Beedrill and it just dies, that has made it such a controversial topic. And I wanted to know, what are your opinions on this?
What are you
See, that's the controversial part, okay? Because you got 50% that say, oh, makes sense. The other 50% are bamboozled. And then we have George Sanderson from Monsters, Inc. And remember when you're talking about how the tufts of fur looks like a horn? That's because Disney's artist kind of did a rendition of the Indian cock of the walk. It was obviously an inspiration for the monster design. Okay, well, thank you for tuning in to this episode of Bird Review. I would also like to thank my friend, the Goblin King, for such enlightening discussions. I feel like we've made some groundbreaking work in the bird reviewing community. If you have a bird that you want me to review, please leave it in the comments, and I might, probably not, but I might pick it for next episode. Thank you for your time.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a massive goblin shit. I'll be back.